From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, March 11th, 2017. Silver is trading at $17.03 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,204 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 1.2 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $1,182. Antiwar.com reports over the weekend the UN and the Red Cross both reported a number of Mosul civilians were being treated for exposure to a likely blister agent and that there was evidence of a possible chemical weapons attack being involved. Noteworthy, they said they were unsure if the Islamic State or Iraq's military carried out the attack. This seemed a strange addendum at the time, as the Islamic State is known to have chemical weapons and Iraq's military seemingly is known not to. Yet on Friday, it was Iraq's government that was quick to try to kill the investigation, saying they believe no evidence exists of any attack at all. The UN was quick to express concern about possible the Islamic State attacks, and British Ambassador Matthew Rycroft called for an investigation by Iraq that would end with the conclusion that it was the fault of the Islamic State. This appeared an easy out for Iraq, irrespective of the circumstances, and the fact that Iraq, which once had a chemical weapons arsenal, is being so deliberately evasive is noteworthy and raises doubts over whether there isn't more to these attacks than first meets the eye. You can support FPP Radio by shopping online. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates, like Namecheap and Amazon, at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. Or you can shop directly from FPP with Bitcoin in the Bitcoin store. That's shop.fppradio.com. UPI reports in a surprising but not entirely unusual move on Friday. Nearly 4 dozen federal prosecutors in the U.S. Department of Justice, holdovers from the administration of Barack Obama, were ordered to immediately resign by the new Republican administration. In all, 46 U.S. attorneys were told Friday they must resign, wiping away the last remaining Justice Department personnel installed by the former president. A department spokeswoman said deputy U.S. attorneys, their supervisors, have been left in place for now in an acting capacity. New U.S. presidential administrations typically restructure DOJ staff to better reflect their agenda and political strategy, but experts say Trump's abrupt move to fire them all at once is a bit unorthodox. There are 93 U.S. attorneys across the country. Before Friday's dismissal, the other 47 prosecutors had already stepped aside. Preet Bharara, U.S. attorney in Manhattan, who's been involved in several high-profile federal prosecutions during Obama's tenure, including the prosecution of Ross Ulbricht, said he was caught off guard when he received a call Friday from Acting Deputy Attorney General Dana Bonte. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports thousands of Native American demonstrators and their supporters marched to the White House on Friday to voice outrage at President Donald Trump's support for the Dakota Access and Keystone XL pipelines, which they say threaten tribal lands. The protest follows months of demonstrations in a remote part of North Dakota where the Standing Rock Sioux tribe demonstrated in an attempt to stop the Dakota Access pipeline crossing upstream from their reservation. That pipeline is being installed now after Trump signed an executive order last month smoothing the path for construction. He also cleared the way for the Keystone XL project that would pipe Canadian crude into the United States. The protesters, some wearing traditional tribal garb, carried signs reading, "Native Lives Matter, Water is Life, and Protect the Water," while marching. A White House official did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Among Trump's first acts in office was to sign an executive order that reversed a decision by the administration of Barack Obama to delay approval of the Dakota Pipeline, a $3.8 billion project by Energy Transfer Partners LP. The Standing Rock Sioux and Cheyenne River Sioux lost a legal bid to halt the construction of the last link of the pipeline under Lake Oahe in North Dakota. The pipeline is due to be completed and ready for oil by April 1st. Protest organizers erected teepees on the National Mall to represent the camp that was populated by protesters for months. Opponents of the Dakota Access Pipeline have vowed to keep up protests against the pipelines. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.